evening, neonates. JBillusion here, and I've received a few requests to check out a new dating app called Tinder. I mean, I can't understand why anyone out there would think I need help getting a date. I'm only a floating icon that likes to study odd topics. No problem getting a date at all. Yeah. Anyway, Tinder is a dating site that uses emotional mapping algorithms to find you the perfect match. I did a little research on the company. It hasn't even been around for too long. The site was developed by a guy named Joe Preston and someone who goes by Betrayed Mind 1. There was a little schism between the two. Apparently big money came in and Betrayed was, well, betrayed by their new partner. Now, a guy named Malcolm Chandler is CEO, with Joe filling the position of CTO. I'm a little weary of signing up on this site though. So far in my research, the only company that I've seen mention Tinder is a media outlet called Redbuzz. Redbuzz reported on catfishing incidents in Greece and Athens involving the app. Apparently, many of the dates seem to have something physically wrong with them. People showed up to meet their dates and were greeted by malformed and diseased people. So far, nothing terrible has happened outside of a few broken hearts, although the most recent report is troubling to say the least. One of these people decided to take a bite out of her prospective date. I mean, I've seen drinks fly, faces slapped, and cars keyed, but I've never seen that happen on a first date. I wonder what draws psychos to the site. From a friend, huh? Well, I guess we could check it out. Looks like an internal memo to Joe Preston from Malcolm Chandler. Okay, Regent Dashboard, Control Group New York. My patience wears thin when I ask something of a thrall. I expect it to be done. The feature should have been rolled out weeks ago. Quicken Pace Job. I will allow 1 week of testing in New York. Gather as much data as you can, because I will personally do whatever it takes to see the dashboard activated for our hunter. Hunter? Before March. Think on what you've witnessed in your short time serving me. I invite you to contemplate my methods of motivation. We must be ready for San Francisco on March 21st. If you think the New York event was big, 300 Tinder users will be invited to a private party. Some of them flown from around the world. Get it done, Job, or I will empty your head of every simpering thought and fill it with so much fear that you beg permission before pissing yourself. Mark that date. This will be the biggest announcement in the history of my company. Okay. So Tinder's actually kind of freaking me out right now. The calling Job a thrall? This is interesting. And even more than that, our hunter. Who exactly is this hunter going to be? And what exactly are they looking for? And let's check out Tinder, your soulmate algorithm. Welcome to Tinder. Click here, please. Welcome to Tinder. Just sit tight and our algorithm will analyze your soul and create your profile. This first step allows us to create a baseline of your emotions and tailor customized daily and weekly quests to help you find your soulmate? Powered by Paradox Interactive. I guess we could go ahead and show you at least a couple of the questions. I've already created an account, so let's go ahead in here and see some of the questions that are put forth. I'm just going to put whatever comes to mind at this point in time. I don't know. Let's go with 05 and I don't know, 23. Next. Emotionally, I see myself as angry, sad, numb, hysterical. So there's no happiness here? Huh, that's interesting. I mean, when it comes to everything, angry, sad, numb, hysterical. Let's go with numb and see what happens. Actually, let's go with hysterical. Which image represents you the most? The girl from the ring, blood spatter. Are those maggots? And creepy clown. Let's not choose the creepy clown. Let's go with do we really want to be matched up with anyone who identifies with maggots, blood splatter, or killer clown? No, let's go with the girl with the ring. Or from the ring. What's your blood type? Okay, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but let's go with O positive. Now, how lonely do you consider yourself? Not at all. Let's go with let's hit that 8. Very lonely. Yes, we're very desperate on Tinder. Tell us more about you by selecting interests that you resonate with. Okay, what do we have here? Electronic music, punk music, shamanism? De Sade? Wait, the Mark de Sade? Or the Marquis de Sade? Night, faith, witchcraft, shopping, chaos magic, Illuminati, Epicurus, baseball, unknown, design, movies, yeah, right next to chaos magic, fashion, horror, sorcery, rock and roll, hedonism, oddities, television, rap music, computers. There's even more. Cryptids? Gyms, fighting, morbidity? Taxidermy. These are some very odd. Oh, and you throw cosplay next to Thanatology. Thanatology? The study of death. Okay, this is a wide array of things. It's almost like they're screening us for something. But then again, I suppose this is what a dating app is for. So let's go with punk music, shamanism, the night. De Sade, let's move away from that. Chaos magic, no. Witchcraft, no. We like to go shopping though. Baseball, Epicurus, Illuminati, unknown. Oh, okay. Design, movies, let's go to the movies. Sorcery, no. Horror works, fashion, no. Rock and roll, hedonism, no. Oddities, yes. Television, rap music, computers, yeah. Cars, no. Gym, no. Taxidermy, morbidity, let's go with poetry. Thanatology, cosplay, of course. Social media, no. Dogs, no. Crafting, sure. Wine, no. Blogging, yes. Dancing, no. Photography, no. These are some increasingly odd. Blues music? Okay, that works. Next to esotericism. Okay. Board games, pop music, anime. Well, of course we have to include anime. Chess and classical music. We'll include classical music. Card games, chess, football, no. Sports, no. Demonology? No. Board games, pop music. Machiavelli. Yeah, we'll include Machiavelli on there. Blues, no. Traveling, no. Cats. Singing, no. Board games, anime, Machiavelli. Cooking, no. Actually, yeah. And classic music, that works out. Now, what's the ending? Now we need to pick a silhouette. The beanie. Let us go. That works for us. Let's go with the beanie. Analyzing your soul. Our algorithms have decided that these are our identities. Generous Watcher 13. Unassuming Oddball 67. Intuitive Watcher 76. Reliable Tabletop 89. Happy Owl 102. Let's go with Happy Owl. Creating your profile. Okay. Now we have to enter an email address. We'll skip this part. Okay, now. The profile for Happy Owl 102 has been created. Okay. Apparently Happy Owl is 34. User level 1. Bio, fine cuisine, amateur, coffee addict, Beethoven fan, Eminem fan, Green Day fan. I don't know where they got that one from. Prose practitioner, Settlers of Catan fan, film lover, fan of The Voice, arts and crafts fanatic, Comic-Con fan, coupon clipper, internet addict, Saw fan, anime lover, peculiarity fan, spirits channeler, evening person, and manipulator. Making at the story of cruelty and victory to make something more. Message me if you're ready. Interesting. We could also share our profile. Now, our interests, of course, have been listed. Our age preference, I guess we'll set that to, well, supposedly our profile is what, 34? Okay. So we'll go with, we'll hit 30 to 100? No. Let's move that down to like 50. Okay. We'll submit this, and of course, we could always take the test again. Age preference, take the test again. Manager subscription. Let's go ahead and, I guess, start our quests. Welcome to Tender. What is this? I guess we'll watch it.
Dear beta tester, it is an honor to welcome you. In the upcoming weeks, we will gradually bring members like you to join our platform and experiment the Tender universe. For this first week, a few exclusive members have been invited to test basic features. Take the time to create your account and profile and explore the platform. We have 2 or 3 quests for you to complete, depending on your profile and emotional states. You can access them on your Tender home screen. During the next 6 to 8 weeks, we will keep adding various missions and challenges in your account. The more you progress, the more chances you will have to find your ultimate soulmate. So keep coming back.
Why, thank you. Okay. So let's see what quests we've been given by Tender. We've already created our account. Let's go ahead and X that. Now this task is completed. Not too terrible. You've completed this activity. Return to exploration. Okay. What do we have? We have... How do you feel today? So what do we have? We have how do you feel today? What did you do last weekend? A question of emotions. Let's try that. Oh, okay. Now what do we have here?
Some of the tasks we will ask you to do involve searching for knowledge, going deep into your soul, or expanding your horizon. Today,
always a good thing.
We want you to learn more about emotion, namely the Robert Plutchik Wheel of Emotions, a fundamental work in psychology. Plutchik's research includes the study of suicide, violence, and psychotherapy process. He considers there to be 8 primary emotions: anger, fear, sadness, disgust, surprise, anticipation, and joy. We left out one emotion from that list. Use your research skills on the web to find out what emotion is missing. It is one fundamental emotion in the Tender world. When you found it, enter the answer in the box below.
Okay, so they're sending us on a little expedition in the internet. Alright. I mean, I don't know how this will affect our dating prospects, but I guess we'll go ahead. So, let's go ahead and look up this man and his philosophies. Okay, well, thank you, Wikipedia. The theory of emotion. Proposed by psychoevolutionary classification, approach for general emotional responses. Let's go ahead and click on this and see what we have here. Terror, amazement, loathing, disgust, sadness, surprise, anger, anticipation, joy, sadness, trust, disgust, fear, anger, surprise, anticipation, sadness, joy. So which one are we missing? Okay, so the most valuable emotion should be T-R-U-S-T, trust. You've completed this activity after spelling trust appropriately. Interesting. Now, what else do we have? How do you feel today? It's very interesting that that's the most valuable emotion in the Tender world. We trust them with all of our information. I mean, I'm slightly bugged out that they use this man's methodology to study us. Okay, so which one should we go with next? How do you feel today? What did you do last weekend? It still kind of bugs me out that that's Tender's biggest thing. That, you know, we trust them. It's the most valuable emotion. Trust. We trust them with all of our data and they're psychoanalyzing us. Well, let's go ahead with what did you do last weekend? What'd you do last weekend? I drew, stole, Hugged? 8? Let's go with 8. Stole? A balloon? A bee? A bike? A car? A cat? Let's go with a fish. I hope that we don't run into anyone who stole a car or a fish, but let's admit that. Okay, you've completed this activity. How do you feel today? What's this? Let's see. Last weekend, oh, these are the other people. Frank Esoteric. AB, very close. Last weekend, we drew a bike. Okay, what's up with the rest of these people? Last weekend, we hugged a fish. Philosophical Summoner. Blood types O negative. Get to know this user. Let's take a look at that. Explorer, Eminem fan, occult practitioner, operating at the juxtaposition of despair and war to speak to people in a new way. Life is a song. Who happens to also be into demonology. Last weekend I hugged a bee. Okay, last weekend I drew a balloon. Last weekend we drew a car. Sensible Warlock. Okay. We explored everyone in your area. Let's go back to our quest and let's go ahead and tell it how we feel today. Hungry, stressed, angry, joyful. Should we answer with something that kind of corresponds with what we've already talked about? Let's go with joyful. There we go, submit that. Okay, good. So we finished. Come back later for more. Okay. Interesting.
We will now end this session on some meditation. We will contact you when our algorithm has more tasks for you to complete. Good night and good luck.
That's not creepy at all. Oh. Who recommended this app to me again? Because this is getting kind of freaky here. Still slightly surprises me, the questions that are on here. They're definitely doing some type of psychoanalysis on us, but it's still kind of odd. It feels like we're not looking for a prospective partner in a relationship. It's like we're looking for something else. And as this music plays, I can't help but wonder if this is also a test. Is this to see if I'm patient enough to go through the entire creepy song and the meditation? It's quite odd. But then again, something about it intrigues me. I mean, part of the profile that we signed on, even if I was kind of flying at the hip or shooting from the hip with a couple questions, they got some things right. It's kind of creepy, to be completely honest with you. We've now achieved level 2. Whoa. Someone has their eyes on you? Meet her. Looking for truth in all the wrong places. Betrayed Mind 1? Okay. Get to know this user. What's up with them? Single, recently disillusioned woman. Looking for like-minded souls who want to turn over all the old paradigms. Expose the ugly truths. Join me? Trust no more. Computers reading night. Let's go ahead and like that. You have a new match. Conquer my heart? Okay. Betrayed Mind, we can view their profile again. Is there anyone else outside of Betrayed Mind? No, it doesn't look like it. Find your first match here? Where do you see yourself? Close your eyes. I wish I was in a cottage that walks on giant chicken legs. A mausoleum. A quaint house. A mausoleum sounds intriguing. With a bee, a bat, a resurrectionist, a demonologist, a murderer? Let's go with resurrectionist? Admit. Okay. 5 people. What's on your mind? Blood? Knives? A dead cat? Voodoo dolls? Let's go with blood. Okay. Yeah. It's like it's attacking the darkest parts of our psyche. Why, I'm not entirely sure. 5 people who have weird habits, let's meet them. Last weekend, A to B. Okay. Last weekend I stole a bike. Last weekend we hugged a car. Last weekend we drew a balloon. Well, there's not anything really wrong with that. We A to B. That's a little rough. And find your first match here.
We understand your pain. All these nights alone. This wasted life.
Whoa.
All this untapped potential that could be shared with your soulmate. We are here for you. Our algorithms have analyzed your input and actions, the profiles you looked at, what you love, who you are, what you did last weekend. We'd like to introduce you to your first match. She is often on Tinder, alone.
Aww.
She grows more distant from her husband every day. We think it's a good time to approach her. We have set the stage and presented your profile. She likes you. It's time to like her back.
Not really.
She loves cats and thanatology, but she is missing a toe. She is not online at the moment, so you may not have the chance to talk to her. But
she's missing a toe?
Explore her soul and try to conquer her heart. Explore the various profile lists on your home screen and hit the heart button. When you find who she is, put her nickname down below and complete this quest.
She likes thanatology. Interesting. Okay. So let's look into this. See, car, and it's a she. So let's go back up. That's she. Get to know this user. Car enthusiast, Patriots fan, searching at the split between despair and victory. Perhaps something amazing. I am who I am without apology. Horror in cars, no. She's not into thanatology. Interests, horror, chess, dancing, board games, unknown. It's interesting that they've added an element of a game to this, but I'm kind of freaked out by the fact that this person has a significant other and is missing I'm assuming a big toe? Rituals, or possibly a smaller toe. I mean, accidents do happen. Things have happened in people's lives, but blogging, Epicurus. Who was on that last couple? Blogging, Epicurus. Horror, metal, fashion, cats, thanatology. So it's Deep Sapphire. 44. Or 4. Go ahead and copy that very close. I think the same way. I feel you. And we'll put a heart on that. You have a new match. Conquer my heart. So I guess we should learn her past? Okay. Let's take a look at this. Also answer the code? Who are
Deep
you?
Sapphire 4 asked to be anonymous. Some members will talk directly to you, while others will use our algorithm voice to share their intimate secrets. For this first quest, she would like you to learn about her past. When she was young, she was torn between intense and opposite emotions, love and hate, tenderness and anger. In a moment of confusion and distress, she set her favorite plush toy on fire.
Whoa.
She was surprised by the pleasant feeling that came after the fire.
A
feeling of
check, please?
and relaxation following a release from the anxiety that was choking her.
Not really
To
into
this
that.
day, a painting from Francisco de Goya between 1819 and 1823 reminds her of this moment. To continue your quest, enter the name of this painting.
Francisco de Goya. Okay. Well, at least we're learning about paintings. And apparently, supposedly she has far too many paintings of horses, but yeah. Someone who just burns or sets their problems on fire? Not really liking that. I mean, what if I become a problem? Okay, so I am really second-guessing Miss Sapphire. I did wind up finding the painting. The clue was the time period. It was between, I believe, 1819 and 1823. The painting is called Saturn Devouring His Son. That is a freaky painting that you could look up yourselves. Just go ahead and check that out. Learn My Hope. Okay, there we go. So we already entered our match who's Deep Sapphire. Goodbye, click me.
You will find a little heart on your screen. Click it to see your match, the one who, one day, may become your soulmate. Each match comes with individual and personal quests to discover and learn more about them. When you reach the end of their challenge, and if they are online, you will be able to talk with them. But for this session, you did well. You now have your first match. We will keep bringing candidates to your doorstep. We hope you enjoy your time with us. We love you very much.
Well, thank you. Task completed. And we'll return to our exploration. So we've already met who we've matched with. Deep Sapphire. We've learned that her favorite painting was of Saturn devouring his own son. I'm assuming it's something that she could probably look at for hours, given her predilections for horses, and apparently she has far too many paintings, almost if she loses herself in them. But you know what? I feel you. And I suppose we should just keep going to see how this goes, shouldn't we? I mean, this is definitely not my main account, but we could look into it. Learn My Hope. What is it?
Deep Sapphire 4 is a romantic. She is a dreamer and a lost soul. Her husband does not understand her the way someone like you could. Some dream of vacations, their breath taken away by the beauty of the world. Some dream of passion,
This language
the
is
intoxicating
just...
chemistry of love and physical contact. Others dream of things beyond this world. Deep Sapphire 4 does not belong to any of these dreamer types. She wants to move on. She wants her life to metamorphosize into something else. She wants to find the doorway to her new life, and her hope is you. To
She
complete
wants
this task,
metamorphosis.
search for an iconic sculpture that represents this goal, this transition to another life.
An
Look into the
iconic...
work of the French sculptor named Auguste Rodin. Don't be shy. Talk about Tender to
Sculpture.
your friends. Ask for help online if you need to.
I don't know if I'm going to recommend this to anyone. I'm actually kind of a little afraid if this woman starts responding back. So, let's take a look into this painting and find out what it is. Okay, so we went with the Gates of Hell, and turns out that actually worked out. That's intriguing. How are we supposed to represent that? Okay, let's return to the mission hub and see what else is going on with her. Now I suppose it's time to learn her fear.
Behind the past, beyond the dream, and in between, there is us, alone with our imperfect souls, our demons, our sins. Deep Sapphire 4 is a complex woman. She needs a complex soul to fully absorb and appreciate her full essence. Thanatology has been her hobby for ages. She does not fear death. She is fascinated by it.
Interesting.
But there is one thing she fears beyond all other things: dying alone. More specifically, surrounded, yet alone. feeling at that last moment that her life was in vain and no one ever truly found her. She
Aw.
wants you to find her. She wants you to truly see her. There is a last painting, the raft of the Medusa. Witness a captain who has abandoned his crew to a horrifying death. The answer to this last quest is a year in time that rests on the tombstone of the artist.
A year in time that rests on the tombstone of the artist. Interesting. So, someone who abandoned his crew to the Medusa. Okay, let's take a look into that. Okay, so the painting that I think Sapphire is referring to is called the Raft of the Medusa. Now, the person who painted that was a man named Theodore. I can't pronounce his last name, but there are two dates, the date of birth and the date of death. His date of death was in 1824. So let's see if that works. No. Which means that she decides to focus more on... No. Okay, so that was his death. So what else do we happen to have here? I cannot chat for now. Okay, so we've answered all of Deep Sapphire's questions. I'm intrigued to eventually, hopefully, chat with Silver and see how this works out. I do feel bad that this isn't exactly my main account, but hey. I'm showing off Tinder, hopefully you all liked it. Tell me what you think. Well, I mean, I did make another account. You know, I answered honestly. She likes horror, anime, literature, and history. I'm only going to her place in Hollywood. She inherited this place from her cousin and is looking for a transformative experience in a new country. I'm weak, okay? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Wow, this is a nice place. Hollywood, too. Hey, Vlad, fan 69, it's Master of Illusions. Really looking forward to showing you the town.
I hope you're up for a little experiment.
Ah!
They always run. Oh well, another lonely night of Netflix. And making goals.
Thank you all for watching. If you want me to speculate on what may be coming, please tell me in the comments down below. Also tell me what your experiences on Tinder have been. Not just that, but what type of kindred fell for your profile. I'm thinking we wound up with the Toreador, and if you want, you can check out my video on the Toreador right over there somewhere. And also possibly subscribe right on my nice little icon. I'm really thinking that Deep Sapphire 4 needs, you know, some Picasso, or maybe a couple Renaissance paintings in her life. She's a little grim right now. Anyhow, thank you all for watching, and good evening, Neonates.